you ain't buying, then get out. What? Done already?
Okay. 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 Now. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Now. 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 Okay. 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 Now. Now. Okay. Now. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Now, okay. Now, now, okay. Now, okay. Now, now, okay. Now... 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 Now...
Here to make a report? Great work, everyone! Best of luck on...
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Great job! See you later.
Let's... I'll take... Wow. These res... I'll take... I'll take so many... Here to make... Great work, everyone! Best of luck.
Now... Okay. 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 Now... Okay. Okay. Now... Okay. Now... Now...
What a passionate... I'll
Thank
care for
you.
you. Take this!
Now.
Let's go! Radical design!
My turn. Real fire. There.
I'll follow up!
Leave it to me.
Yeah!
Yes. Aw, leaving so soon.
Headset shot! It's my turn now. Ready or not? Here's our chance!
I'll assist. My turn.
Go up in flames!
My turn.
Fire!
Real fire. Leave it to me.
Ha!
Thank you. Now.
Activate! Destroy!
Yes.
Heal our wounds!
Thank you.
Suffer
Leave it to
away!
me.
Go up in flames! It's my turn now! Get him! Blast force! I'm going! Ready or not? Here's our chance!
I'll assist. Now. Charging. I'm going. Ha! Yes.
You won't get Molten Star! Don't take me lightly! Take this!
Ha!
Charge
Thank
up!
you.
There!
Now.
I'll pass.
I shall go.
This is my... Just like that!
I did it.
A good break.
Indeed, important figures from each one of our neighboring countries. The Kingdom of Laboral, the Principality of Remiferia, and even the Republic of Calvard. And if all goes to plan, we'll have a few special guests from the Bracer Guild and the SSS join us too.
So, you showed up after all. As do you, Schwarzer. Despite everything General Le Guin and Miss Clotilda tell me you've been through, Your Highness, Lady Angelica, it's a pleasure to have you back safely with us. Agreed. Things have taken a real turn since Ordis's last provincial council. What happens here today could very well change the course of history. Follow me, everyone.
Wow, it looks like the party's already started.
Kinda feels like this meeting was a long time coming, huh?
Well, I'll be.
Took you guys long enough.
Long time no see, Tita.
Have you grown a few, Reach? Or am I imagining things?
Estelle, Joshua, and... Hello again, Tita. Remember our promise? Ren! Oh, you guys. You have no idea how happy I am to see you.
Don't you get me started, too.
So melodramatic. And here I thought you two'd have grown out of this by now.
You're one to talk. I can see you getting a little choked up yourself. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Agate.
As if there was any doubt. We're making progress, don't get me wrong. But there's still a lot left to take care of.
All the more reason to stay on top of our game from here on.
Oh, Sarah! You're here too!
Nice to see you again. It's been too long.
Man, it sure has. What's it been, like 3 years since you were last here in the Empire? Oh yeah, let me introduce you to Fee. Sup?
Fee? Like, the Fee? That petite powerhouse they keep talking about in all the guild branches?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sylphide. As you can see, we've heard all about the work you've been doing.
You can just call me Fee. I've heard a thing or two about you guys, too. You know, from Agate and Sherazard.
Oh yeah? Trust them to embarrass us like that.
Speaking of Shira, we still don't know where she is, do we?
Not a clue. We know she's still alive, at least. Way I figure, if she was in trouble, she'd contact us with that thing she's got.
Right. It's only been about 2 weeks since we last heard from her.
She left Heimdall altogether just after that, didn't she?
Yeah, I've got all the other Erebony Embracers looking out for her too.
Tio! Nice tackle, Kia. Lloyd, Ellie, I'm glad you guys managed to come.
Of course. We wouldn't miss this.
Oh, I can't help myself. Come here, you two.
Ellie, I can't breathe.
Oh, Tio, I'm so relieved to see you're okay. Yona's been worried about you too, you know.
Oh, you don't say. That's cool.
Hoo-wee! The dynamic duo's getting bigger and bigger by the day.
Good to see you, Randy.
Right back at you, Lloyd.
Now, hold on a moment. You didn't think I'd just let that little comment of yours slide, did you?
Who's the dynamic duo? Me and Tio? I don't think we got any taller.
No, not a... crap. Forget I said anything, alright?
Shame on you, Randy. There are children here.
And we didn't forget about you, Yuna. Kia's been telling us about all you've been up to.
We heard you helped set Tio free. I'm so proud of you.
Well, that was more Class 7 as a whole. It was just part of our mission. As someone who's always looked up to the SSS, it's so great seeing all of you back together again.
What do you mean? You're one of us too, Yuna. Mm-hmm. You're a lot closer to the SSS than you give yourself credit for.
That's right. You carry on the spirit of Crossbell in a way all your own.
I think we're all aware of how much you look up to the SSS. But you know what? It goes both ways. We're just as proud of you too, Yuna.
Thank you.
Well, at the very least, you've gotten a bit more tame since the first day you bucked into the branch campus.
Come on, Randy! Let me have my moment! Oh, right! Elisa! Over here!
Hello, Ellie. How are you? I'm so glad you guys finally got the chance to reunite.
Thank you, Elisa. Allow me to congratulate you on your reunion as well.
Aw, thanks.
I suppose I'd better introduce myself for those of you who don't know me. My name is Rean Schwarzer, graduate of Thor's Military Academy, Class 7. Ellie, Estelle, Joshua, it's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is ours. Elisa's told me quite a bit about you already. Perhaps a bit too much, actually.
Ellie?
We definitely know you by now, after all the stories we've heard. From Tita's letters, and Ren. Even Olivier. And Toval.
I see. It's no surprise you knew His Highness, but I wasn't aware you knew Toval too.
Yup. We met back on our first trip in Erebonia. He helped us out a bunch. It's good to meet you, Rean. This has definitely been a long time coming. Don't worry. You can loosen up around us. We're the same age, more or less, right?
Got it. I think I'll take you up on that. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Yeah, for sure.
As are we.
It's been a while, Lloyd. How have you been?
Busy, to say the least. It's been crazy this past year and a half. I really owe you for your help during Operation Birdcage. I'm sure I'll get the chance to return the favor, though. I get the feeling we're gonna be seeing a lot more of each other. From here on, Rean, we fight on the same side. As equals.
Instructor Rean?
Honestly, I'm not sure I even deserve to shake your hand. I'm sure you've heard about what I've done. The mistake I made.
Rean.
It's my fault that the curse spread throughout not only the Empire, it's the same with Northumbria and Jirai as well. Even this, I have no idea how I can—
No, Rean. That's wrong. It's my duty as a detective to look beyond what's on the surface. You want to know what I see? I see that this was all a setup from the very start. Nothing you could have done would have possibly changed the outcome. I see a man who, despite it all, never fell to despair. A man who continues to push back, even at this very moment. Not just for Crossbell, or even Erebonia, but for the world itself and all who reside in it. Within you lies the strength of countless allies, helping you move forward through whatever may come. I'd like the SSS to be a part of that, Rean. To be one of those allies there by your side. Empire or Crossbell, where we're from doesn't matter anymore. Now we're fighting for the world.
Lloyd.
This guy, I swear.
Now I understand why you look up to him the way you do.
Yep. Told you he was great.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow up a speech like that? I'll gladly take your words to heart. It's good to have you with us, Lloyd. I'll be honest with you, our situation is looking grim, and it's only going to get worse from here. But that's never stopped us before. With you on board, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
You got it.
That goes for us, too. We Laburlians got your back.
I see you've saved me the trouble of rounding you up.
Principal Le Guin.
Right on time. Is everything ready?
Is she?
General Aurelia Le Guin, commander of the Viceland Army.
Wow. I can tell this lady's a serious badass.
That's an understatement. She's one of the greatest swordmasters of our generation.
Bracers of Liberl, Special Support Section. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aurelia Le Guin. Well met, all of you. I'd love to chat with each of you individually, of course, but time is of the essence. I suspect our other guests are anxious to get things underway.
What?
I knew it.
Well, if it isn't the Special Support Section. I do believe it's been around 2 years since our paths last crossed. Though it would seem Arios is not with you this time around.
A pleasure to see you again, Your Lordship.
Our apologies. Arios had some pressing matters to attend to, though he did make sure to send his regards.
Is that so? I suppose I expected as much. A man in his position seldom has any time to spare. Princess Elphin, I bring you my greetings and condolences both. We received news of Emperor Eugen's condition, as well as the tragedy that befell Prince Olivert. I can only imagine the pain this must put you through.
And you have my sincerest appreciation, Your Lord. I must admit, I didn't expect to be able to meet with you so soon.
Nor did I. A silver lining in the dark cloud that brought us here. Lady Mildine, allow me to thank you once again for the invitation.
The gratitude is ours, Your Lordship.
Ha ha! This is quite an extraordinary crowd we have here. Correct me if I'm wrong, SSS, but it was 2 years ago that we last met as well, was it not?
Yes, back at the trade conference.
It's good to see you again, sir.
Princess Alphen, Lady Mildine. Though I suppose in a way we aren't entirely unfamiliar with each other, I had the privilege of meeting your brother, you see, back during the conference.
Oh, yes, he mentioned you before. Pleased to finally make your acquaintance. Knowing you're here helps put into perspective the true scale of Operation Meal Mirage.
It's an honor to have you. We do appreciate you taking the time to come. After all, I'm sure you, of all people, have been particularly busy of late. President Rocksmith.
What? No way!
So that's how this is gonna go.
I don't even know how to react.
How silly of us. I didn't realize we had neglected to make our introductions.
In that case, allow me to go first. I am Albert von Bartolomeus, Grand Prince of the Principality of Remiferia. It's a pleasure to meet you, students and alumni of Thors Military Academy.
And I'm Samuel Rocksmith, President of the Republic of Calvard. I'm sure I'm the last person you would expect to see here.
Prince Albert is one thing, but President Rocksmith?
Indeed. And in person, no less.
What's the President of Calvard doing here? We're on the verge of war.
That is exactly why I chose to attend, Machius Regnitz. Ah, and you must be the acting Duke Alberea. And, you're Fee Clausel.
Let me guess. She told you.
As I suspected, you work for Calvard's Central Intelligence Department.
That's right. I'm a second lieutenant in the CID, as well as a member of the Special Force Hercules. Thanks for your help before, by the way.
I'm Lucy Sayland, Private Secretary to the Grand Prince. For those of you we met before...
Now I understand. You were investigating Erebonia's internal affairs to prepare for today's meeting.
Wait, back up a sec. If the heads of Remiferia and Calvard are here, then...
There's only one more big nation we're missing. It would seem they've arrived.
They made it.
Oh, you have got to be shitting me.
Liberl has just as much a stake in this as anyone else, after all.
It's the Princess of Liberl. And beside her...
Man, today's just full of surprises, isn't it?
Sorry for the delay. I have to say, this is the most luxurious ship I've ever seen.
Thank you once again for inviting us. My name is Claudia von Auslies. I will be participating on behalf of Queen Alicia II of Liberl. Delighted to make your acquaintance, everyone.
Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl. Unfortunately, we don't really have time for pleasantries. How about we get straight down to business?
Here's to a good, clean match. You're good at this.
Sure, you may also be a genius who can come up with plans to change the fate of the world. There's no way an ordinary girl like you would be okay with a plan that would cost millions of people.
Oh, you there, young man.
You're Reen Schwarzer, correct?
As am I. Stories of the Ashen Chevalier have certainly made their rounds across Calvert. Though I suppose not all of those stories paint you in the best light.
I was wondering when we'd finally get the chance to meet.
Oh, no. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you. In a way, this feels closer to a reunion than a first meeting. Perhaps it's due to all the tales I've heard about you from Tita and Josette, and from Prince Olivert as well.
Oh, Reen! There you are!
What you see before you is an outline of Operation Meal Mirage, our response to Operation Jormungand.
I knew it.
It doesn't stray too far from what we'd expect.
Seeing it all laid out like this makes it
I get that a plan this crazy is... Still... We're really gonna do this, huh?
The Empire has drastically increased its military might, due largely in part. Current estimates number their forces at 1.2 million strong. And that figure will only rise before the fighting actually starts.
On the other hand, Calvard's military can barely scrape together 800,000, at most. Even if they try to boost their ranks with a draft of their own, that probably won't go over too well, judging by their last election.
Not to mention the huge difference in weapons and resources between the two countries. In terms of both aerial combat fleets and core tank units, Erebonia has a clear advantage, and that's without taking Panzer Soldats into account.
Yeah. There's no way the Verne Company's production line could even hope to keep up. What's more, the Empire now has an excuse to throw all the...
With that in mind, it's entirely possible that the Civil War was nothing more than an opening move.
I agree. It seems like the same could be said of the Orbital Shutdown phenomenon, or even the 100 Days War. It is our belief that these events were simply set up, all to pave the way for Operation Jormungand.
Damn it. Those monsters. And Mille Mirage is your plan for how to hold back Operation Jormungand. We have with us the Republican Army of Calvard, the Royal Army of Liberl, the Remiferian and Viceland armies, as well as troops from Le Mans and Orid, and even resistance cells acting out of Crossbell in Northumbria.
You intend to coordinate every one of these individual forces united under a single banner to suppress the Imperial Army from all sides.
That's exactly right.
As you stated before, Calvard's armed forces total 800,000 strong. The Viceland army should bring that number up by about 100,000.
The Principality of Remiferia is prepared to lend its aid as well, to the effect of approximately 80,000 troops. Add to that figure an additional 120,000 from the Kingdom of Liberl.
Further, we can count on receiving around 20,000 soldiers from Le Mans and Orid combined, as well as another 10,000 from Crossbell and Northumbria. And this is to remain off the record, but we're expecting roughly 30,000 in reinforcements from Arteria as well.
Naturally, we plan on bringing Jaegers into the fight too. We've been scouting out Jaeger corps big and small. All in all, I'd say we're looking at a good 40,000 extra soldiers.
Altogether a combined total of 1.2 million, finally putting us on even ground with Operation Jormungand.
A war like this would stretch over almost half the continent.
Resistance cells from Crossbell, huh? That must be Sonia and the others.
Yeah, Muriel told me a bit about it, but...
Northumbria too? That have something to do with the movements we heard about there?
Yeah. The resistance there is made up of former members of the Northern Jaegers, who got absorbed into the Imperial Army.
And we got troops from Le Mans and Orid too. That would be their defense forces.
That's right. We've actually known about their involvement for a little bit.
I have to say, I'm surprised the High Seat of the Septian Church would choose to involve themselves so directly.
But Rosine mentioned something about this earlier, didn't she?
Yes. The Congregation for Divine Worship is likely deploying the Papal Guard as we speak.
The Imperial Army's technological superiority is undeniable, and we can't underestimate the threat Ouroboros poses either. Further, directing and coordinating all parties involved will prove a tremendously difficult task. That is the purpose of our meeting, to determine who will serve. I present to you Cassius Bright, Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Liberl, and, as of today, Supreme Commander of Operation Mille Mirage.
What? Now that's what I call a power move.
A natural decision. Lieutenant General Bright did head the search and destroy operations against the cult in Crossbell.
What's more, he can already boast having pushed back an Imperial invasion once before. He's the most
I should have known.
So you've accepted the position then, Dad? Even after hearing everything that's going to happen as a result of this plan?
I have. This can truly be called the Great War. The likes of a war that will surely destroy the lives of all it touches. Soldiers, hundreds of thousands of lives.
Millions? Yeah. That's definitely possible.
But at least it will keep the Empire from completely destroying everything.
Yeah, she has a point.
I think I speak for us all when I say this dreadful decision weighs heavy, but there are stakes here far more dire than the invasion of Calvard itself. Namely, Erebonia's 2 Septarians, as well as its curse, which spreads further and further with every land it conquers.
It's all connected.
If we don't act soon, the Republic will fall to the Empire's advance, drowning the entire nation in its curse. It would then only be a matter of time before the surrounding countries fell as well, until finally all of Zemuria is in the curse's grasp. All for the sake of reviving the ultimate being, the Great One. This we must Avoid, above all else. If this dreadful decision, then so be it.
This whole catastrophe began in Erebonia. Though I can't personally agree to this plan, as a member of the Imperial family, I must allow it. Your Highness.
This is the consensus we have reached. I trust you understand now the reason we've gathered here.
There are a few things we must ask you now, namely if you accept the necessity of our plan. And furthermore, if we can count on your cooperation.
I'm sure you'd like some time to talk things over amongst yourselves. And with your... As you can probably tell, that's time we just don't have.
Members of the Bracer Guild, Special Support Section, Class 7, and we need your answers. Here...
When it comes down to it, we, the Special Support Section, are just a single division of the CPD. We're in no position to defy the will of a nation, let alone 4. We understand the severity of the situation. But be that as it may, we can't, in good faith, lend our aid to this cause. There has to be a better way to fix this mess we're in, and we won't back down until we figure out how. Not just to stop this war, but so that someday, Crossbell can take back its independence for good.
I see.
You can count the Bracer Guild out of this deal, too. We're the supporting gauntlet of the common people. But at the same time, we understand. So instead, we'll make sure to get in touch with our headquarters in Le Mans to organize an evacuation plan for all the citizens. And in the meantime, we'll look for our own way. That's the Bracer Guild.
Estelle.
With so many of us still missing, we can't claim to speak for Thors as a whole, but we can, at the very least, tell you our decision as Class 7. Become the foundation of the world. In a sense, those words have shaped our class from the very beginning. A war this big is certainly one way to keep the curse in check. We could be a new foundation afterwards. One built, but this curse is not absolute. Though it sweeps across the nation, toying with our fate, there are still those who stand together to resist it. We've seen as much with our very own eyes. We need a plan to try and ensure the safety of the world as we know it. Mille Mirage, but, like the Guild, that means dealing with any incidents brought about by the curse, as well as the rivalries. Whether or not that's even possible, I don't know. Time is running out on us even as we speak. Yet still, we'll continue to tread forward, step by step. Because we owe it to Prince Olivert to find that
Rean. Yeah, you're exactly right.
The path Prince Olivert would have wanted.
I see.
My goodness. The naivete of youth never failed, and yet, as history shows us,
the same could be said of those not bound by duty or tradition. Come to think of it, Prince Olivert himself embodied...
He most certainly did, and his spirit lives on in this next generation.
We have heard your convictions, clear and true. Operation Mille Mirage is already underway. But so long as you respect our position, we will respect yours in turn.
You're under no obligation to participate in our plan. That said, we'd appreciate your help wherever possible. That includes exchanging information, keeping civilians safe, and so on.
We certainly have more room to cooperate than Operation Jormungand does at the very least. You Bracers played a pivotal role in solving the incidents in Liberl. I eagerly await seeing what such seasoned heroes can bring to the table.
Thank you. We won't.
I don't know if I'd call us heroes exactly, but...
All that suspense was killing me.
As grim as our circumstances are, we now...
Right! We gotta do everything we... And even if it does, we'll just have to find a way to end it!
Right. Our first course of action is figuring out exactly what we can accomplish right now as members of Thors. I imagine the rivalries will play a key role in that.
Agreed.
You're all pretty gung-ho about this, huh?
How are you guys so relentlessly positive about everything?
It really is the most annoying thing about them, isn't it?
Wait a sec.
I know that voice!
It's him!
Enforcer number 0 of Ouroboros.
Campanella, show yourself.
Sounds like things are coming along nicely over here. Quite the illustrious guest list you have here. I'm almost starstruck.
Indeed. It would seem the rumors weren't unfounded.
Belle! The new third Anguis of Ouroboros.
Lady Mildine, my greetings to you and all the leaders of the world gathered here to see a number of familiar faces and some...
You must be Dieter Croesus' daughter. I've heard the rumors of what you've become.
A member of an international terrorist organization. Gracious me.
Whoa! He really called it, huh, Lady Belle?
You're one to talk.
Hey, this is some party you guys got going on.
Real swanky joint, too. Shame for you, Zephyr's here to crash it.
Shirley! You...
Boss!
Sure does. But hey, we're not done with the lineup just yet. Don't think things will go the same for you here as they did at the workshop.
Please excuse our intrusion.
Sharon.
George!
So you've come.
Lecter. It's really you.
In the flesh. Long time no see, ladies.
My lady, everyone, I apologize for interrupting such an important meeting.
You should have just kept the mask on, Angie.
If you're all quite finished, it's time I make the final introduction.
Your Highness!
Cedric, why are you...
If it isn't my dear sister Alphen. And Class 7. Your little stunt in leaves caused me no end of headaches.
You had it coming! That's what you get for getting Elise and Tio all wrapped up in your schemes!
That's simply how it works between us. You should understand this by now. The rivalries are no different. But this particular matter has been entrusted to me by Chancellor Osborne himself. Consider this a little congratulatory visit from us to celebrate the commencement of Operation Meal Mirage.
Were we just hacked?
Yep. They probably used the Society's astral code to infiltrate the system.
Courtesy of Belle and the Fool, I'd assume.
Sounds like we're in for a fair bit of trouble then, huh?
Yeah, they're coming. What the?
Damn! They brought Imperial warships!
No, not quite.
This is the bridge. We have an emergency. We've got 8 Crimson ships approaching on our 9. And with them, a 280 Arch-class airship.
Damn! There's only one ship that friggin' massive.
You mean the one that appeared during the orbital shutdown?
That's right. Ouroboros' pride and joy. The largest battleship in the history of mankind.
The Crimson Ark. The Glorious.
Now, shall we get going?
Best of luck, all of you. You guys be careful.
Wait, what in the world's going on?
Whatever it is, oh no you don't.
I believe you all know what it is you must do.
Yeah.
We got this.
Just leave it to us.
Now then, shall we move? We're currently under attack by Ouroboros' enhanced Jaegers and members of the Red Constellation.
The Red Constellation, huh? Gonna be a real pain in the ass, especially with the Blitz there.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gilbert's probably heading up the enhanced Jaegers. Not that he's anything to worry about. His archaisms might still give us some trouble, though.
Speak for yourself. I'll make sure that little errand boy regrets ever stepping foot in here.
Ash, Kurt, I'll be counting on you.
You got it!
Understood. We must stop His Highness.
Yuna, Altina, we're going to need your support as well. Of course! Let's do this, Ellie!
I'll give it my best.
Alright, guys. It's time to begin our joint operation. Team A will go starboard. Team B, you head port.
Our current position is the rear side of the lower deck. Let's make our way up to the top deck. Take out any intruders you find along the way.
Right! This will be the perfect chance to put our teamwork to the test, huh? It's our time to shine, Reen. Let's go!
Right. Show me what you've got, Lloyd.